In this video, I'll be showing you the development process of the MonieEcom app. So this is a fictitious mobile application, and the inspiration is sent from the MoniePoint team. So this is the Figma design of the mobile app, and then the objective of the task is to convert the Figma design into a working mobile application. So the animation of the designs is shown here. So the first page, now when we click on any of the products, it should take us to the second page. Although there are more information down here, but since the video, we are not able to pause the video, we are unable to design the other part of the, we can't design those. But the one that we have the static images, so are to be designed. All the pages we see here. So typically these are the main two pages. So let's get started. The first thing that was done is to check the design, the first page, and then to divide them into different parts. So we can see the slider, like the header. You can see a row of icons here, and then if we go down here as well, you can see the other parts, like the product images and rows of products, like cards here. So if we go to the second page as well, you can see the product image here and some other images at the side. Now we can see the brand and the name of the product, the price, and other buttons, and so on and so forth. So since we have divided this header, the row of icons, and then the other part. So let's start the development. So what was done is after the Flutter app has been created, we divided the screen that we are going to work on. So we have the home, the products page, the settings, the voucher, and the wallet. So how do I come up with these other pages, even though they are not part of the design? If you see from here, you can see that we have the navigation menu, mobile navigation menu, the bottom navigation menu. You can see the home, the voucher, the wallet, and the settings. So I have to create a dummy pages for the three other pages so that they will not be empty. So that is why we have this here. So let's go with the home screen and work it out. So the home screen, this is the screen page, but since we have a lot of things on the home page, it's not advisable and it's not a good development practice to put all the code inside one file. So what we have to do is to divide them into different components, and then I created a folder called component here and put those things here. As we can see here, this is the button label widget. The button label widget. So the different instances of this is added into this home button row. So this is to create the buttons that we see here. So these icons that are here. So we created a widget for it, and then we now bring different instances of that button label widget to create the whole row here. So that is that. So the second thing I will talk about now is the header. So we can see that we have a slider here. So I created an instance of a slider container which contains everything on those on that slider, and then two instances of this one is created and added to this home slider. So two instances of it is created. So that is how we got to this. So I've talked about this. So the next thing is the product here, the product section here. So the home product section, because we have different product there, we should create an instance for the product, and that is this. So create an instance for that, each product card, and then like 6 of them are added to this home product section, as we can see from here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. We have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is that about that. Let's go to, okay, I've not talked about the search bar form. So as you can see, this is a form here. So I created a widget for that separately, and then I created a section, a widget for this as well, for these icons as well. So these are the search bar icons. So, and then the search bar form. So how did I? So I put everything together to form this home screen. So the search bar form added. The search bar form is used in place of the title in the app bar. So we scaffold the app bar, and then the, what's it called? Other ones is used here as well. So as the action. So we have the search bar icons as well. So there's something here I should talk about, which is very important. Now you can see that this slider changes the screen, changes the color, the background color, even of the app status, the status bar of the app. So how did we achieve this? So we have to make sure that the body of the app is extended beyond the app bar. So we set this one to true, and then we set the background color to transparent. So, and if you can see something, you can see that this app bar here, the background is transparent. But if we scroll this app down a little bit, once you scroll the app body, once you scroll the app screen, you can see that the background has changed to white. So how do we achieve that? There's something called, let me show you how this one is achieved. So I use the scroll controller to detect when the app is scrolled. So once the app is scrolled, it will send a feedback. We send the feedback, and then the feedback, we cannot use the value of the feedback to do whatever we want to do. So I created this scroll controller here, and I come to init state. This will load once the app is loaded. So I don't want to go to be explaining the code here. So once this is scrolled, it's change the value, set the state of show about background to true. And then once it is not scrolled, set the value of the show about background to false. So that is what I did here. I have to dispose it here to manage the memory and the state very well. So what I did here is the background color of the app bar. It has to be color as dot white. So it has to show color white once the app is scrolled. And if the app is not scrolled, it has to be color dot transparent. That's how I achieved this. So if it is not scrolled, the background of the app bar is going to be transparent so that it will show the color of this slider. And if it is scrolled, it will turn to white. So I've explained that. The next thing is to move to the product page. So if we click on any of these products, we're going to go to the product page. So how did we achieve this? How did we achieve this? Let's close this. Okay. So I have to divide the screen into different parts as well. So we have the product image section, we have the product details, and then here we are having a tab view. So we're having a tab view here. So after I've divided into like 3 sections, so I created a component for them. So the first one is to talk about the product image section. So the product image section, and as you can see that we have the product image set here, but we also have other images shown here. How do we achieve this? So we can easily achieve things like this by using the stack widget. So once we use the stack widget, the one that we want to show mainly is this, and then the size is set to 460 or whatever, depending on the screen, on the size we want to use. If I set it to 300, it will still work. So I set this, the image asset, and I now position those images. I position those ones on it as I use the stack widget. So a position widget here, and I start this on top of this. So that is how I achieve this. So there's something here I should show you. When you check this, so as you can see that here, we won't know, there's something I need to comment on this. We won't know which image is shown here. So we're supposed to know which image is being shown here from among the ones shown on it, like it's stacked on it. So that's why I have to add to the design so that we should be able to know. If I click on this, so you can see that the border color changed to green. So that's how why I did this. So so let's move downward to the image, the product details. So I have to go to the about the product info. So the product info section. Product info section. So this is the code for that. The next thing we should want to talk about is this tab section. Tab section. Okay, I also comment on the design here. If we check the tab section here, it is not well aligned. So if we're using center alignment, if this is in center, this one should also be in the center. So this one is not well aligned and it's not well positioned. So I have to correct that in my own code, in my own design as well. So once you come here, it's well centered and it's well aligned. So how did we achieve this? These tabs. So I have to create a tab section, and then the tab section. So I create a tab section, and I use this called tab bar. So the tab bar will be like the heading of each tabs, and then the details of what is going to be in each tab is this, the content that's going to be shown. So I just duplicate this, put this on here and there. So I put the same thing under each and every one of them. So that's where we have the first tab as about item and second one as reviews. So, and then I also change the color of the one of the active tab bar here. So I don't want to go into too much details. And then the details under each tab bar about item. So let me show you the code for that. So okay, the product image, product info, and the app bar actions about item tab. So this is the details for those, the app bar actions. So this is what is shown here. This app bar actions. So how to create, and there's something I should talk about here. I don't just use icons because icons are not clickable, but I have to use icon buttons. So let me explain that. So that if we want to develop this app from here, it will be easier for us to achieve our app bar actions. So I use icon buttons all through. And then how did I achieve this as well? These other ones. So I have to use, like something is shown on top, like a badge. So I have to use a stack widget to create the icon and stack this container and the content on it, stack it on it. So that is how this one is achieved here. So I think I've explained most of the thing in this code. So thank you. My name is igeamosfadele, popularly known as MrFia. Thank you.